Alright, welcome to this new video on YouTube. As promised, we are going over some altcoin charts, which you guys have requested on Twitter. And yeah, I picked 10 altcoins, and we are going to chart them against Bitcoin. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We want to see if we can find some good entries for swing trades, basically. This is not for investments. I mean, if you really believe in the long-term vision of the projects we are going over here, then the best thing you can do is just DCA on the dips. Yeah, and we are looking for swing trades. We are looking for good entries with little risk and clear invalidation levels. All right, let's start with VeChain. VeChain, strong coin fundamentally, and also, yeah, right now technically it doesn't really look too strong, to be honest. I mean, it retraced quite heavily, and we have the 200 EMA right now, which is acting as resistance. So this tells me the first thing we want to see is flip this level. We want to flip this level into support, and potentially I would say there's a strong daily resistance around this area right here. Let me see if I can. Yeah, you can see this was resistance. Then it acted as support, then we broke down bearish retests, broke down even further, and now we're trying to make our ways back up again. And when we check the RSI, we are actually looking good. We have space to the upside, and also another thing which is always important to me is, did we actually break out of the downwards channel? And yes, we did, right? We broke this, and now the only thing, the most important thing to watch is just break this 200 EMA, flip it into support, potentially flip the 108 set resistance, which is the daily resistance, into support as well, and then you have a nice entry. Yeah, I would really wait for this flip, because this is a strong resistance on the daily, and as long as it's not reclaimed as support, then you would just long into resistance, and I wouldn't recommend that for a swing trade. So yeah, wait for the flip, and then you have pretty much good levels to watch to the upside, which are recent highs around 200 sats. Clear this, go higher around 260 here. Next one, 325, and after that it's price discovery on this chart at least. So targets are up for you to determine where you want to sell, but I would say entry, flip 200 EMA, potentially even the 108 sats area into support, and you got a nice entry. That's VeChain. Let's move on to Rose. Rose. A lot of talk about it. I have no clue what it does, to be honest. There's just too many coins coming out all the time. This one seems to be quite hypey. There's a lot of hype around it. So yeah, why not trade it, right? I mean, maybe invest even. I don't know, if you have done your research, then why not? I have no clue what it does, so I'm not going to try to sound smart in that area. But what I can see is that we have made a higher high, and now it looks like we flipped this level here into support around 244 sats. If this holds, this tells me that we actually are on the second impulsive wave up. Now, this could, like, watching the the volume, this could also mean that this actually, or it could also be a bearish retest, right? So if we just put a fib level on here, then the 0.618 would be the one level which is confluent with this daily resistance right here, or daily support, whatever, but now it's acting as resistance. There we go. So this is the one level you want to watch and want to see a flip. You want to see this level flip, and then you have your entry right here around 294. That is just a safe entry. Right now the entry is gone. One entry would have been this level here at 244. Now it's in between levels. It's acting against this daily resistance. So I would say wait for it to flip. And once it has flipped it into support, you have a nice entry. And then the only resistance left is here around 320. And if that is cleared, you got pretty much price discovery only. And the targets you can actually determine is also with the fib level tool and your extension. The one extension I like to use when it comes to price discovery is the 1618, and that would be around 390. So my target, once this clears above here, would be around 390, and then from there I would expect a retrace to test this level again as support, and then from there move higher. But for now, let's just stick to the entry, which is around 294 sets, daily resistance, flip into support. All right, NOIA, strong coin, damn, really strong coin. I mean, we can see 200 EMA acted as support, bull flag, breakout, and now what we see here is basically it's acting like there's this daily level which is acting as resistance. So pretty easy. You want to see a flip, and then you have a level around 1166 sets, and that will be the area you wanna take a position with stop loss below that. This gives you just a really nice invalidation level because you're buying support. So if it breaks support, you're out, right? Not talking about investment. That is up to you. If you like this project, go ahead and DCA into some dips. Like here, maybe the next dip would be somewhere around here, 900 is 920, I don't know, depending on the pullback, maybe even lower if we use some. I really like this tool because it gives me confluent levels with supports, and the 618 right here would be around this level too, so around 800. So this could be a pullback. But if we're not getting there, because this coin looks quite bullish, but also we are in overbought territory, which doesn't mean anything in a bull market actually, but yeah, I would wait for the flip at least. Wait for the flip. This gives you a nice entry, and then you have then you pretty much have price discovery as well here. I mean, once again, use the Fibonacci tool to determine those targets, and that would give you a nice entry above here. I could actually also see, because this kind of looks like it's forming some kind of cup, if there would be a handle forming here, which then eventually breaks up. But anyway, resistance is around 1166. This is the one to watch. All right, TRB. Yeah, an oracle, right? It's an oracle which had quite some hype during the summertime. And yeah, I think it's a good project. when it comes to fundamentals, but right now it kind of looks, yeah, it looks bottomed out. There is a strong bullish divergence forming here on the daily. And now we want to see actually if it's time already or if we still have some time and need to wait. So this level here is my crucial level to watch. This resistance right now. This is a daily level. We are below it, meaning we want to flip this. And once we flip this, we have a support on the daily level around 12, what is this, 1281. And then you have a clear invalidation below this. Just to make it visually noticeable here. There we go. Flip this level and then you have support again. But now it's acting as resistance. This daily level is acting as resistance. You don't want to buy resistance. If you're just gonna swing trade it, wait for it, because now we actually fell through the bottom and we could go lower. I mean, you know, coins can move higher than we think, but they can also go a lot lower than we think. So yeah, I would wait for confirmation again. 1281 is your confirmation, and then you got a support, you got an invalidation level, and you got a clear setup, clean setup. You trust a coin which deserves a lot of attention for sure. The fundamentals are solid. Yeah, brings adoption to crypto, right? And with the new CEO who has been working at PayPal, I think. Yeah, she has a lot of knowledge how to actually, I think, just put some strings together, or I don't know how you call that. Just bring certain aspects from the traditional market into the crypto market and have all the network in place, and just knowledge and know how to do those things. So I would say, yeah, this coin shouldn't be ignored fundamentally. But also right now, I mean, they all kind of look similar right now, right? They all look like they're about to die. But in reality, they actually bottomed out. As well here, we got a bullish divergence. And we now broke out of it. Like we're not broke out of it, but we have this bullish engulfing candle. Let's see the volume. With good volume, actually. With yeah, nice volume. And now we want to see this level here. We want to see, there we go. This daily resistance around 648 sats. Flip this, and there is your entry. That's, yeah, that would be your best shot, because this is right now it's good. It's a good setup because you got the daily bullish divergence, which is already playing out. You got good volume. You got a bullish engulfing candle. But nevertheless, you wanna see it flip this daily resistance, because that's quite a resistance still. And as long as we haven't flipped it, I would be careful just longing it. Also here we can see it's actually up. It kind of broke out already, but it didn't close above it. So wait for the daily to close above it or below it. If it's below, I would wait, to be honest. Or you just, if you're accumulating this coin for your long-term portfolio, then I mean, and it's a good entry anyway. And you just DCA again. But for a swing trade, wait for the flip. 648. That's your level you want to watch. Cody. It looks funny, like a kind of looks like a pump and dump here, but I think, yeah, I think the project is solid from what I have heard and read about. So not a pro when it comes to those fundamentals, but I don't think it's a shit coin. So what we have here is this bottom support, which we tested. Basically, we got a double bottom right now. We got the 200 EMA resistance, or which is acting as resistance. And what we want to see is just flip this level. Once we can flip this level, this gives us confidence that we are actually moving out of the downtrend for sure. I mean, we already kind of did, but we are still in accumulation, in this accumulation area right here. So this area needs to get flipped, which is confluent with the 200 EMA. So I would say wait for the 200 EMA to get flipped, and then there is your entry. To make it more clear with a level, then I would say this level right here is the level you want to watch, around 306 satoshis, and it's basically perfectly confluent with the 200 EMA on the daily. So flip this level to 306 satoshis. There is your entry. Nice invalidation level below, and yeah, then you can make your way back up to the highs, I guess. I mean, there are some minor resistances in between, but I think once all season starts and those coins all start to pop, then those resistances mean nothing, and yeah, we are back at those high levels quite soon, actually. But yeah, we are not fully there yet. We need to be a bit more patient for that. All right, Tomo, another one which was, or which still is. I mean, I don't own it, but I think there is quite some people who like this project. So, I mean, to be honest, this chart is truly just a mess. There's such a, it's such an ugly chart. You can't even really chart it, in my opinion. But let's see. 200 EMA still above current price levels, so we need to clear that in order to actually have the full momentum kicking in to the upside again. The one level I really want to watch here, which should get flipped, just because it's so unclear. Really don't like this coin actually to chart. It's always such a mess, but I would say this daily resistance right here. Yeah, this daily resistance right here should get a flip, and once we manage to do this, then this would also again be confluent. You see, the 200 EMA is such a good indicator when it comes to especially on a daily, when it comes to all those levels. They are perfectly aligned and work together. And right now you can see it once more. It's a 200 EMA, which you want to see being flipped, and that would be also the daily resistance around 5,688 sats. Flip this level, and then you have another great entry point for a swing trade up to the highs, to 12,000 again. Nice trade. I would definitely say that's a nice trade. It's more than 100%. So yeah, and above that, it's also price discovery time. So 200 EMA, guys, watch those 200 EMAs. They're really, really important right now. XLM, wow, that's a good move. That's a good move. We can actually see on this coin, it's quite clear. We can see this accumulation phase here, this massive box, which we have been in for, I don't know, almost over a year. Over a year we have been in, 1.5 years actually. accumulating, and now pop, smashed the 200 EMA. That's what we want to see, right? We want to see this 200 EMA getting broken and becoming support. We see this right now. It's actually trying to form a support on the 200 EMA. It may come down a bit more actually. It didn't really, I mean, it doesn't always have to test it 100%, but I would say it wouldn't be too bad if it does. But it bounced on the 0.618. So I would definitely say this is on the daily chart. This is not a bad entry for a next leg up. This one is actually a nice entry. And if you really want to go and take things a bit more safely, then you could wait on the 4 hour for a pullback and then buy that pullback. You can actually see the trend which it broke here. So put your level. I mean, you can also you could use the FIB level here, the FIB tool. I love this tool. It's amazing. And that would mean that we could actually retrace back to like 860 around this level. This would be the golden pocket, right? Which would, as you can see, indicate a daily support level. It acted as resistance here. Kind of did some stuff here, to be honest. I'm not sure, just some deviation, I guess. But now we broke out of this downward trend, and now retesting this level would actually be quite good. So if you're a bit more conservative and you don't want to buy high candles, then you could actually wait for a smaller pullback on the 4 hour, and then you have a nice setup. And yeah, I mean, this thing can run like XRP did, or still does. So I would definitely consider this as an area as a buy area right now. Okie dokie, what do we have next? We got VIDT, another coin with strong fundamentals, and another coin which is new when it comes to charts. I mean, there's a lot of information happening here. So what I can see is that we have no 200 EMA yet because no information. You got this level, this daily level right here around 3,376, and that flipped into support, and now we broke out. Seems like we broke out. So that would be the, well, we're still in this kind of bull flaggy setup, or wedge, whatever you want. I mean, as you know, when it comes to triangles and the wedges, it's all really subjective. But I would say this one is more bullish than bearish right now. What you want to see is, when we go back to the daily, then you could really wait maybe for a pullback. Probably already did. It's actually on the 0.618 Fibonacci level right now, which is also confluent again with this support and resistance here, like this area, as you can see, acts as resistance here, acts as support here, and now we are on that level. So yeah, if you're looking for an entry, I would say this one is about to actually move. As long as Bitcoin is not going to completely do some things which it always does. Once altcoins look good, Bitcoin comes around and fucks it up. But generally speaking, this is a good setup, which you might consider taking if you're into swing trade or even investing, it's still a very nice entry point. And the last one we have is Compound, yeah. Retraced all the way down, and now we can see bullish divergences popping up here. Daily bullish divergence played out, broke out of this, well, no, hold on. Not completely out of the danger zone, I would say. But things look good. I mean, this is a clear impulsive wave here, and if we take this range as an accumulation range, then it's currently testing it, and also testing this support right here. There we go. Former resistance, now support, 77.27. It's actually a buy right now. Clear invalidation below this level, and it looks like it's about to run. There's also some volume coming in. There's also still some space on the RSI. Yeah, not a bad setup. That's actually a buy right now. But that depends on your strategy. All right, 10 coins on this Sunday. I hope that gave you some idea and yeah, just helped you to determine your entries. And yeah, enjoy your Sunday and talk to you next time. Bye-bye.